Welcome back to the TKW Facebook page for a live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a while since we did one of these, and we have a lot to talk about. And today's topic discussion, you can see right here, is live winter weather discussion. We have a major snowstorm coming in, and we are going to break the hype. We're going to tell you what you need to know, and basically going to make it very easy for you to understand. So I appreciate everybody tuning in so far, and if you haven't already, make sure to like and share the live stream just so other people know that the severe weather is coming in. But now let's get into the live stream. All right, everybody, how's it going? Glad to see everybody here on this live stream, and we do have a lot to talk about as well, so I won't hold up too much of your time because there's a lot to go through. So we're just going to get right into it. So first off, I want to say before I get into anything is that this system, there's a lot of uncertainties with this, but we'll do the best to my knowledge to make sure that we give you the accurate and most honest forecasts, because there's a lot of hype going around, a lot of like high snowfall chances, so we're definitely going to break it down. But before I get into it, I do want to show the water imagery, and there's a lot of uncertainties with this forecast, even though it's already on Saturday, because I want to get right into this, because the water vapor imagery basically shows the moisture. The system still hasn't formed yet. So the system is not coming on. This is not the system that we see right here out to our west off of in the Pacific. It's way over near like Hawaii. It's not going to make landfall till Thursday, Friday. So once we get there Thursday, Friday, we'll basically get the accurate amounts for the location. But we'll get straight into what we're thinking, and we'll go straight to the models. First, I want to go to the temperatures, because that is definitely something that we have to get into. And we're going to show a whole bunch of models, so don't worry. We'll get all sides, because you have to take, when it's this far out, you want to take into account of different viewpoints or opinions, rather. But I want to go to temperatures real quick. Hello, everybody watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully, you guys are having a good start to the new year. I sure am. But we'll go into the temperatures, and we'll just skip all the way through. I would like to say real quick, there is a big cool front coming down, but the main thing with the system that I want to bring to your attention very closely here is the temperatures. So before we can get to the snowfall totals and the timing, we have to look at the temperatures, because whatever is going to fall, we need to see what the ground temperature is and stuff like that. And unfortunately, it doesn't look good, because you can see Thursday night into Friday, we're going to be below freezing. So the ground is already going to be cold. We're not going to be warming up above freezing. And then obviously when it does snow, it's definitely going to be around the freezing point. So anything that is not treated with this system, once we get into the models to show you, is definitely going to be sticking, whether that's ice, sleet, freezing rain. So we definitely have to make precautions, especially if you're traveling, because road impacts are likely. I'm not saying highly likely, because we're not too sure on that, but most likely there's going to be some major road impacts on that, because the temperatures are going to be cold. They're going to be below freezing. The ground is already going to be ready for the snow to stick. But let's get to the radar, because it looks like we have enough people in here. Let's get right to the future radar to get an idea of what to expect. So this is the GFS. This is the latest model. And, we'll just fast forward once it loads. Debbie says she's watching. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. So let's get right through it. You probably heard that there's a system coming in Thursday. I know we briefly mentioned it. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Maybe a couple sprinkles, maybe a couple flurries. But that's not the main reason why we're here. But we'll get into the main forecast and make sure we can see that okay. Yes, we can. So this is one model. We're going to show you a couple different models on here. And this is basically what this model is thinking, the Global Forecasting System, GFS. So right now, it's kind of hard to see with the graphic in the way, but this is 6 p.m. So this is 6 p.m., 9 p.m. So The timing is a little bit off, but it's kind of a little bit consistent. We're thinking Saturday evening, roughly around after 6 p.m. and the Sunday, and moving out by early Monday morning. So we'll get through here. The GFS has it all snow at the beginning, which is interesting. I kind of agree with it, kind of not agree with it. But you can see this model has the ice and sleet at the bottom of the screen. This is overnight. This is Sunday at 3 a.m. by the way. You can see as we get south around like Jefferson County and around like the Festus region, DeSoto, Potosi area, that's mainly very confident that there's going to be the ice and sleet threat. And we'll show you the accumulations, but I feel pretty confident that there's going to at least be some sleet and some ice with this. But the GFS so far, so far it shows all snow for the St. Louis region, and it's been pretty consistent with that. But it looks mainly if you're south of the Union area, south of the Festus. If you're more into like the DeSoto, Potosi region, I believe it's going to be your biggest ice threat, in my opinion. And we'll definitely show you the amounts in just a second. But this is just one model run. We have to get an average of all the models. So this is just one model run. We'll go through different ones. And you can see all snow through the St. Louis region. This is Sunday through 3 p.m. So it's going to be basically snowing all day from Saturday evening to Sunday and to early Monday. But we have to watch our southern counties around Jefferson County or anywhere south of Union once again, because it's going to start as sleet and then change to snow. So we have to watch that because once it starts snowing, you can't really see the ice. So we'll definitely have to keep that. But by the time we get into midnight Monday morning, the system with this model looks to be out of the area. But we will definitely, for the most part, we'll have road impacts for that Monday morning commute. So definitely keep that in mind for the upcoming days. We'll definitely keep you posted on that as well. But we'll go to a different model. And not a lot of people show you this, other places that you watch. But there is a model called the Ensembles, which is usually like 20 models of the same thing, and it's almost like, in easier terms, it's like 20 people are looking at the same thing and they're determining what's going to happen. So this is about an average, and I think this goes with the snowfall. Let's get one more real quick. That would be the snowfall. 1 second, everybody. 1 second before the snowfall. So here is the European forecast, and we'll go here real quick. And we'll fast forward through here. Yeah, that Thursday system, I wouldn't worry about it. We'll just focus on the weekend. But you can see the Euro has a different layout. You can see this is 6 p.m. So basically the same time. But the Euro model is showing snow. I mean ice. Ice to begin with, especially around the Union counties. And you can see it definitely spreads all the way up to the north. And the European model is a little bit different. You can see it's keeping the snow up to our north, but it's keeping that ice all the way through the Metro St. Louis area and out west. Like everywhere is going to be dealing with ice accumulations. So you can definitely see there's about 50-50, but we are extremely confident that winter weather is going to be happening. We're just not too certain on what to expect, so that's why I'm showing you all these different kind of models. So, but you can see through here, the Euro model is thinking all ice. You can see some heavier ice accumulations as well. So, definitely have to watch that. The Euro model has been changing a lot recently. It hasn't really been consistent. But you can see it's showing all ice through most of the areas, you can see, besides way up north. And little to no snow until we get to like Sunday afternoon around 3 p.m. So, the Euro model is showing all snow. The GFS is showing all snow besides the south. So I think, in my opinion, I feel like we're going to start with ice and then we're going to transition to snow. But once that system comes on the land, we'll definitely get a better idea. But definitely snow is going to be possible. You can see the Euro model switches to that snow about 3 p.m. So that's that model. But we'll go over to this model. And keep in mind, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to answer them as well. And let's see, make sure we're on the page. Okay. Normally, you guys don't see all this work in the videos, but here you go. Alright, so this is the ensemble forecast, and you can see there's 20 different models. Basically all the same models, but it's basically how much we're going to expect. How much snow? Just give me 1 second. Let me just show you this real quick, and then we'll get an average of all the snow totals. But this shows, this ensemble, this is the last model that we're going to be looking at. This model run is showing mostly ice to begin with. So there's 2 models that are beginning with ice, and it switches to snow. You can see halfway through, so confidence is growing slightly, probably about 40%, that it's going to start with ice potentially and switch over to snow throughout the whole Metro St. Louis area and the surrounding counties that we cover as well. So we definitely have to keep that in mind, but we'll go straight to the forecast for the snow and ice. We'll go to the ice accumulations. Once again, this is the European model. And as we go throughout the day, we'll fast forward. You can see the ice for the Euro model shows it coming right down I-70. You can definitely see almost above a ½ inch of ice. Now, keep in mind, we are a couple days out. This system has not fully formed, so this may change, but this is just an ideal. I wouldn't take this 100%, but the Euro model is showing at least a ½ inch of ice throughout the St. Louis area. Mom says, hope MoDOT is watching. Yeah, me too. They'll probably be like, we'll be okay. We'll just see. But yeah, definitely showing about a ½ inch of ice with this model. I think it's a little bit extreme, but I definitely think that there's going to be ice with this system around the whole St. Louis area, so we'll definitely have to keep that in mind. But we'll go to the GFS so we can get an idea. Once again, this is the ice accumulations. And the ice accumulations, you can see the GFS has it a little bit far south, which is good. I mean, we don't want ice. A little bit of ice can cause a lot of problems. So a little bit of shift in the model. We have to watch the track of the system if it goes north or south. So that's definitely going to play a key. And these totals are not going to be 100%, but I would, excuse me, probably take about an average of this. So basically like a 50-50 shot, but I personally think that there's going to be snow and ice with this system. Definitely going to be some ice. ½ inch of ice, kind of a little bit crazy, but a little bit of ice. But the GFS model does keep it all the way down to the south around the Springfield area, and I believe Highway 60 that goes all the way across down there. So if you know anybody down there, definitely keep them aware. But we'll go to the snow forecast because that has been the biggest question that I have gotten the last couple of days and the reason of the live stream. So we'll go through the snowfall forecast, and with the snowfall forecast, we're probably going to show you like 5 different models. So keep in mind with that. So is everybody ready for the snowfall forecast? Hopefully you guys got your popcorn ready. So this model, this is the NWS blend of models. Doesn't really matter, but especially in one of the models we use at TKW. And you can see around the St. Louis region, this model is expecting up to 7 to 8 inches, roughly around the St. Louis area, around the 6.8. But further south you go, which is the greater confidence. If you're around like the Potosi area, the amounts are definitely going to be lower because we're expecting more ice accumulation down there. So the snow totals, at least right now, it may change once the system actually forms on land. Snow totals may go up, snow totals may go down. So we will be doing another live stream as well, probably Friday evening around this time, so definitely watch out for that. We'll definitely get detailed as well with the actual models there. But this model is showing about 7 to 8 inches, maybe a couple 9 inches around the area, but looks to be around 6 to 7 to 8 inches around this area. But let's go to the GFS, and you guys are going to be excited for this. This is probably what you've been seeing all over social media. There's one reason why I haven't showed it, because I think it's a little. I think the weather model, the GFS, stayed a little bit late last night with New Year's Eve. I'm just gonna show you. So the GFS model is forecasting 16 inches of snow. 16 inches of snow. And you're probably wondering why I make this face, because the models, I'll be very honest with you, part of the honest, accurate, reliable, I'll be very honest. Sometimes when you see the weather models forecast 14.8 inches, 16.8 inches, it sounds a little bit extreme, sounds a little bit unrealistic. And the reason sometimes why the models print this high is because it's very uncertain. The GFS doesn't know that the system hasn't formed, so it's just predicting. This is just a prediction. But I personally, it may change, but personally, I do not think around the St. Louis area and the surrounding counties that we're going to be seeing 16 to potentially 19 inches of snow. I personally think it's too crazy, but once again, there is that 10% possibility that we could see that. So I personally think it's going to be around the 6 to 8 inches. It seems pretty confident right now, but GFS, I did definitely want to show you, it is around 14.8 inches with that one. So we'll go to the Euro model, and yes, once again, for everybody just tuned in, we are going to be live again on Friday for a last call update for the final totals, final track of the system as well. But if you're just tuning and you did miss the intro, it looks like the timing looks to be around 6 p.m. Saturday evening, going all the way till Monday at midnight. So there you go. But we'll go to the Euro model. You can see a little bit of dusting on Thursday, but once again, I wouldn't expect too much tomorrow. The main thing is for Friday. And you can see the Euro model has the snowfall. This was the model that was predicting more snow. I mean more ice around the area. You are very welcome, Velvet. And see, the Euro model is only expecting 3 inches of snow. So you can see that's a big jump from the GFS. So they forecast all the big snow to be all the way up north, which I see that a high possibility because there's going to be a lot of warm air, especially around the Lake of the Ozarks. So I feel like down south it's not going to get too much. I think the key area is going to be right along 70 and possibly anywhere north. And if you're anywhere south of that, you may have to say a little bit of both. See you Friday. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, we'll definitely have a more accurate models. This is just a briefing on what to expect because there was a lot of hype. So I want to ease everybody's mind and let them know that all these crazy totals that you're seeing is not the official forecast. It's just we haven't seen it form. We don't know if it's going to be strong. We don't know if it's going to be weak. So things like that. So the Euro model is only expecting a light accumulation up to around like 3 to 5 inches around the area. So we have two models around the 3 to 6 range. I'm more in favor of that, but we'll go to one of our different models. This is more of an ensemble. And normally when you're this far out, especially with the snow event, you always want to go to an ensemble. You want to get like an average of what everything's happening. So we'll do that right there. Holly says, let it snow, let it snow. That's right, we're in January. Let it snow. Personally, I like when it snows. I just personally like when it's all quiet when it's snowing, all peaceful. I like that. But at least we will say while I'm getting the models ready, I would say it is nice that it is going to be snowing on the weekend. So not a lot of people usually have to go to work, so that is going to be very nice. But Monday, there is a potential chance that schools may be closed. I know they're going back in session. A couple people asked me about that. Potential school closures are possible on Monday, but we'll definitely just have to watch this system. But we'll go through the snowfall totals. And you can see this is the this is the ensemble forecast, excuse me. And this is showing around 8 to 9 inches. So this is about an average of the models, about 20 members on this model. Not people, just computers. And this is around 9 inches of snow. So, and I probably should have said this before, but anytime that you see these models forecasts, sometimes they're the maximum what we can expect. So even though it says in a couple models that it might be like 16, 18 inches, that's like the maximum. That's not going to be like actually what's going to fall. So I do want to get that out there as well. Mom says, I'll take the snow, but I don't like the ice. Yeah, see, I don't see the ice being a big factor, but there is a potential that ice will be forming. So definitely keep that in mind. Maybe I'll get a snow day. It's possible. But this model is showing around 8 to 9 inches with this one, which is somewhat decent. It doesn't seem unrealistic. It definitely does seem realistic. So definitely confident that there is going to be a significant impact this weekend. So as you're watching this live stream or if you're rewatching it, definitely a strong impact this weekend with snow and ice. It's all potential possibilities with a higher amount of chances of ice to our south. But we definitely have to watch the track of the system. But definitely 9 inches of snow for this model. And the temperatures are definitely going to be around where they're supposed to be as well. We'll go through here. Because NWS models is really confident. And even though it shows snow and ice, there might be a layer that goes. But there's definitely a lot of uncertainties with this forecast. Because once again, this system is still way in the Pacific Ocean. So still hasn't formed yet. So there's a lot of possibilities. But do want to come on here to let you guys know that this system is a highly possibility, around 90% chance that winter conditions are going to be coming around the area. But if I have to give my guess, I would probably say around 6 to 9 inches for the St. Louis area with potential ice accumulations as well. But in Friday's live stream, we'll definitely go in more detail. We'll have a lot more information because you always want to wait when you make a forecast. You always want to wait for all three models, the short range, the medium range, and the long range to make the forecast because you need an average. And with the computer models, all the way, a lot say a little snowfall, a lot of snowfall, like some say up to 18 inches, some say up to 9 inches. Once we get a little bit closer, we'll definitely get that target number. But now the range that I see right now, if you guys were wondering, is going to be around 6 to potentially 18 inches of snow through the area. But the ice accumulation is definitely going to be a factor because all models are showing potential ice impacts up to 1/10 of an inch all the way up to a 1/2 inch of ice. So there's definitely going to be winter conditions. If you're definitely traveling on Saturday evening into Sunday, I will highly encourage to stay tuned to my weather forecast. Make sure you follow the weather page and share the weather page if anybody else you know is traveling, because there's definitely going to be potential of a winter storm. But the snowfall total is a little bit tricky right now, but I feel like we're going to get a pretty good, decent amount of snow, in my opinion. So definitely a good amount of snow is going to be around the area. And I'll go through it one more time with the snowfall forecast as well, because the ice accumulation is a 1/2 inch all the way up to an inch. So we'll go all the way through the ice. And this is different models. If you're just tuning in, we always here at TKW take all the scenarios, all different models to let you guys know all the facts. Because I could tell you there's 18 inches of snow, make you guys go crazy, but that is not what we do here. But we'll go through here, and the ice accumulations, you can see all the way up to an 18th inch of ice. And this is going to be, once again, Saturday night into Sunday, all the way through Sunday, I should say. And you can see there's definitely going to be a small ice layer as well. Will Kyle get home safely on his drive back? Yeah. He'll be fine. Everything's going to be north. Everything will be good. So the ice accumulations is definitely going to be on the table. It's definitely in the cards. It's definitely something we have to continue to watch. And since this storm system is pretty big with all three potential freezing rain, sleet, snow, ice, we'll definitely keep you updated as well. So definitely share this live stream so everybody knows, just like you, that there's winter weather coming through. And we'll show you one more model, the GFS model here. You can see the GFS model does show the ice accumulations to our south. So there is a potential that the ice accumulations stay to our south and we just get all snow. But once again, we have to watch the system. It may shift north, it may shift south, and that's definitely going to do it. So if you guys want all snow, we need to shift south, and we'll get a total like this. But if you guys want ice, which I haven't heard anybody say they want ice, then we have to keep the system to our north. So that's how it goes. But Friday will definitely have more details as well. A little bit more confidence as well. Our confidence time will be about 90% as well. Holly says, what time on Friday will you be on for the update? Holly will probably be on the Friday forecast update live stream, the last call, I will call it. Probably around this time, 7 p.m. if this works for everybody. 7 p.m. We'll definitely do it on Friday as well. We'll have more models, more data as well. But I definitely just want to come on here and let you guys know that this is happening. And what you're seeing over the internet is happening. But I wouldn't believe the totals just yet. Kathy says, does this include Franklin County? Yes. This ice potential and snow potential includes all the St. Louis surrounding counties all the way out to Columbia, almost the whole state of Missouri. We'll definitely show you real quick so you get an idea. We'll show you the future radar. If you're just tuning in, we'll definitely show you. And you can see the system, you can see starts Saturday night. And you can see around Franklin County, snow is already moving into the area. So this model shows potential ice. Make sure around the Franklin County, especially if you're south of Union. Not too sure where you are in Franklin County, but I would say if you're south of Union, around like the Washington or near like Sullivan, definitely have that possibility. Make sure at least on this model. But I would say you're at least guaranteed to see snow, but we do have to watch the ice potential because it's definitely a possibility, especially with the temperatures. And even though we might be right at the freezing point or a little bit above, ice can still stick to all untreated roads. So this weekend is really going to put MoDOT to the test. If they can keep up, the road impacts we'll be able to take care of. But if you really don't have to go anywhere this weekend, I highly advise just hanging inside, enjoy the hot cocoa, and watch the nice snow event unfold. But you can see it goes all the way through, and it's going to mostly be snow on this model as well. And it's going to go basically all the way through the day, all the way to Monday. So by the morning commute, we will have the leftover impacts. It's definitely going to be cold, so the ground is still going to be freezing as well. And we'll definitely have to keep that in mind. But yes, we'll definitely be live again as well. And if you guys have any questions right now, I'm more than happy to answer them. If you're worried or anything like that, more than happy to answer your questions as well. Just leave them in the chat. I'll definitely read them. And just want to be here for you guys. I don't want to overhype this. I'm not here to hype this. I'm not here to get your money or anything like that. I'm just telling you that there is a potential system, and the snowfall amounts are a little bit unclear right now. So we'll definitely have to stay tuned to that. And that's why we're going to be here Friday evening, 7 p.m. again, to really hone down, because in the forecast, 5 days out is good to talk about the system. 3 days out is good to talk about the system and the amount. So I just want to give you guys a little bit idea of what our models here at TKW are predicting. And that's that. And we definitely have a system coming in. Temperatures are going to be below freezing. It's going to be sticking on the ground. And it's definitely something that is worth keeping an eye on. And if you have any weekend travel plans, try to see if you can get a little bit early. See if you can go around Friday morning. I recommend any travel plans Friday morning. But at this time, there's not too much that we know, but we know mostly. Michael says, appreciate you tuning in, Michael, by the way. Michael says, what sort of accumulations expected in northern Jefferson County, Missouri? Yeah, so we'll definitely show you. I'm going to show you a couple different models just so we can get an average, because each model is showing a little bit different, but we'll get to that real quickly. So, Michael, you said you're in northern Jefferson County, so we'll make sure you're on the screen. We'll go to the precip type. And we'll fast forward. Michael, there is a system coming in Thursday, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. But so Friday night, this model, the European model, is showing all ice. accumulations, and we'll go to the ice accumulations as well. So the European model, real quickly, don't want to hold you up too long, is showing almost up to an inch of ice around Jefferson County. So we'll definitely have to keep that in the factor that there is potential ice accumulations, but this model's been showing all ice recently. And we'll get you to the snowfall forecast on this one. And this snowfall forecast is only showing you about an inch, but I think there's going to be more than that. I feel confident that there's going to be more than that. The model that I've really been trusting, it's been consistent mostly all year, is the National Weather Service. And we'll show you the National Weather Service because I believe that one. And 7 to 8 inches around northern Jefferson County, which I feel more is realistic. So if you're wanting a ballpark number, I would definitely say about 6 to 9 inches. But once we get to Friday, I'll really get you that fine forecast. But a general ballpark right now, 6 to 8 inches. I appreciate you speaking to us about this. I noticed the models out there, but nothing as clear as you actually speak. Let's see. Nothing as clear as you actually speak about what we are seeing. Thank you. Oh, you are very welcome. Yeah, I always want to break it down to you and very honest with the forecast. Not trying to hype. I don't want to scare you guys. This basically want to make you guys aware. Michael says, thank you, I'll tune in. Yes, 7 p.m. on Friday. We'll definitely do another update because I do want to keep you guys prepared just in case if you have any weekend plans and definitely get you that detailed forecast. So we'll definitely be here again on Friday giving this straight, easy to learn forecast, and we'll give you everything you need to know as well. But I appreciate that comment. It really does mean a lot. And if you have any questions or comments, concerns, or recipes, or how your New Year's Day is going, I'd love to hear about this. Let me know in the comments, and I really appreciate that. And I also appreciate everybody liking so far. I really do appreciate that as well. Appreciate everybody tuning in. But yes, we do have a storm system coming to the St. Louis area. But we have to be careful about the snowfall totals because it's a little bit unclear, but we have a general idea around the 6 to 9 inches. Even though the GFS is showing, this is what a lot of people I'm seeing around. GFS is showing all the way up to potentially 20 inches of snow, which if you're just tuning in, I said this before, but if you're just tuning in, sometimes the models go crazy like this when we're unsure. They just get this crazy amount number, and then by the time Friday, it might only say 7 inches of snow. It's just the system hasn't formed, so this computer system, the GFS, is not really too sure of how strong it's going to be. So that's why we're definitely going to be here Friday, because the system forms on Friday. That's when it's going to enter land, and we'll really get an idea of what to expect as well. But I wanted to come on here once again, just let you guys know that this system is more than likely going to be happening 90%. But as far as totals and the exact amounts, Friday will be the best bet. But for now, I can give you a ballpark. But I don't want you guys to trust all these other sources that are saying 2 feet of snow because we're just not sure yet. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Also, we do have our new overlays. I've been working on this in the off season during the quiet period. So, if you guys do like the overlays, definitely leave me a like. It definitely shows me that you do like this as well. And I do want to make a quick mention as well. If you guys also want to watch on your TV, we are on YouTube as well. If you want to watch on TV, we are on YouTube. It's Team Kenny Weather, just like as you found my weather page here. And you can watch it on the TV. You don't have to worry about keep going back and forth. So we do have that option as well. And you're also free to comment on there. I'm not asking you to subscribe, but if you want it on the TV, it's just another option for you as well. Thank you for also liking the comment that says about the models and me speaking clear. But yes. That is why I'm here. I just want to ease everybody's mind. I don't want you guys to freak out. Don't want you guys to go crazy. So, But majority speaking, there is a snowstorm coming to the St. Louis area. I am very confident that a snowstorm is coming. All the models have been consistent, surprisingly for a week out. That is very rare for winter storms. That's usually what we look for in severe weather, but it has been very consistent. So I would plan on winter storm. Timing looks very consistent, but we just have to watch the temperatures, the upper atmosphere, and also when this low pressure comes in, which is going to be around like Friday. And does anybody have any questions, comments, recipes? It's always good when you guys don't have comments. It means I got everything covered. So. No comments. This is my opinion for the people who are still watching. I've been seeing this. I think it's been consistent. I'm just going to show you guys something. I think it's been consistent showing this. Let's see. Yeah, you can see a couple days ago, like 2 days ago, it's only showing 10 inches, so. And then it's showing higher chances out to the west, so. That's what we look here at TKW. We always look for trends. We don't just look at one model and say, here you go. So, yeah, because you can see this trend brings it all the way to the south. This was Tuesday, so yesterday. So there's definitely trends, but Friday 7 p.m. for everybody just tuning in, or if you have tuned in already, Friday at 7 p.m. I will make another post as well to let you guys know. But Friday at 7 p.m. will definitely be back live here again as well. And let's see. And yes, one more time as well for the people tune in. We are live on YouTube now, part of our 2025 upgrade. So anytime that we have live forecasts, live streams, feel free to go over there if you want to keep it up on TV. So you guys don't have to hop back and forth as well. And does anybody have any last final questions, comments, concerns? I think we covered about everything. I do appreciate everybody liking the stream. It really does mean a lot to me. And also these nice, generous comments. And if anybody doesn't have any more questions or comments or anything they want me to check, we'll probably head off around 7:40. So if you have any minutes, last call for alcohol. Last call for alcohol. Come in and close your tab. 7:40. Stream is ending. Come close your tab at 7:40. 7:40. The stream is ending. But we'll definitely be back. Don't you worry. As well. Let's see. There's one person that says the news on the TV is saying that there's storm system for Thursday. Can you check that real quick before you go? Yes. So there is that storm system for Thursday. I think the HRRR is out there. That storm system for Thursday, I don't think nothing's going to happen in my opinion. You can see it's basically going to be in north. It's going to be out of the area. But if you know anybody near like Bowling Green all the way up to like Kirksville or all the way to Iowa, that's mainly going to be the snow chance. But we'll go to the future radar because I haven't looked at this yet. We'll see here. Yeah, so it looks like this couple of rain sprinkles. It looks like all rain tomorrow. Looks like tomorrow night. Maybe a couple sprinkles of snow. But the main focus is the weekend snowstorm. So I wouldn't worry too much about tomorrow night. So I'll probably post just to let you guys know. But we'll definitely be back Friday for a live stream update. So you guys can see my wonderful face. Because I get a lot of comments that you guys like looking at me. Thank you for the likes. I really do appreciate that. And if you know anybody in the path of the storm that doesn't know about our weather page, definitely let them know that we do cover the St. Louis area and the surrounding counties all the way throughout like Gasconade County. So if you know anybody, make sure you share this with them. Definitely tell them that winter weather is on the way because everybody needs to know. And if no one has any more questions or comments, I think we're going to head off here. If no one has any more comments. Appreciate the 5 loyal viewers. I probably know who they all are, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. The OGs. And if you are an OG to this channel, what do you think about the stream updates? I think I did a pretty good job. So, also got to thank my graphic designer, in-house graphic designer, aka girlfriend, aka everything else. Also, if you see any graphics that you do like, I'm just going to come out and say I don't make them. It's my girlfriend that makes all of them. I just tell her what I want, hit enter, something pops up, there you guys go. So, but if no one has any more questions or comments, I think we're going to end the live stream for now. Don't you worry. I know you guys like hearing me talk, but we'll be back Friday around the same time to give you guys more accurate, non-hype forecast as well. And we're going to test something out. I don't know what the outro thing, so if one person can at least stay and let me know the outro works, it'll definitely mean a lot. Alright, well, I'm going to head off here. We'll see you guys back on Friday. It's only one day. I promise it's only one day that you guys will miss me. But I promise I'll be back. And we'll definitely be back with more information. We'll have a lot more models, a lot more data to go through. So definitely tell your friends and family that Friday, 7 p.m., we're hanging out with Kenny at TKW on Facebook. And if you want to put up on the TV, we are also available on YouTube. Until then, we'll see you next time. Take care.